Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here today with me. My name is Giancarlo Mancini. I am a grade 12 bodily injury claims specialist. I am based out of our Marlton, New Jersey office. Today, I would like to discuss with you a major problem our office is facing. By a show of hands, how many people here today have been a bodily injury claims adjuster? For those of you who are unfamiliar, the duties of this position include settling claims where there are injured parties involved in an accident where our policyholder is liable. Based on our department meeting, over 65% of our claims have gone to litigation. While that may not be our biggest problem, the issue we face is that we're handling lawsuits in 13 different states in the Northeast, starting from Virginia all the way up to Maine. The solution I'm proposing is to limit the amount of states each adjuster is handling. A recent survey that was sent around our office showed that the four most common majors of our department are criminal justice, risk management and insurance, journalism, and business. Now let me ask you, how can people of this background proficiently handle lawsuits if they have no law degree? Attorneys that we're discussing these claims with are typically handled 1 to 3 states, and in most cases just handle the one state that they're based out of. They have law degrees, they have more experience, and are in the courtroom day in and day out. We also have very limited communication with our defense counsel. Prior to a lawsuit being filed, we do not communicate with them at all. It is only through our experience and once a lawsuit is filed that we are able to get in communication with them and discuss with them what the best solution to get this matter resolved is. The solution I'm going to propose is to limit the amount of states each adjuster is handling. Our department consists of 20 to 24 people. Obviously, the 24 would be when we're fully staffed. The four most high volume states that we handle are Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maryland, and Virginia. I say that all the adjusters in our department are proficient in handling claims in these four states due to the volume being very high. The low volume states that we handle, such as Vermont, New Hampshire, Delaware, Maine, Pennsylvania, these states have a lot lower volume, and it wouldn't be necessary for all the adjusters in our office to be handling these and have them spread across 4 teams. So what I would propose is to have certain teams handle, a couple of those states so that the entire office isn't handling, 13 states for litigation. Instead, they would handle the four high volume states and perhaps 2 to 3 other low volume states. That would reduce the amount of states we handle from 13 to 7. The biggest problem with litigation is that during the three main stages, such as discovery, mediation, and trial, there's the deadlines differ for each state. Some states may have 30-day deadlines to get responses into summons and complaints. Another issue is that these states have very different negligence laws. It is very simple when hopping from file to file, for example, handling a Massachusetts claim and then switching over to a Rhode Island claim, then going back to a Virginia claim. How are we supposed to remember what states we're handling and proficiently handling these states if we're hopping from state to state? We may easily get confused as to what the laws are. In addition to limiting the amount of states each adjuster is handling, I would also like to open up better communication methods between us and defense counsel. Prior to a lawsuit being filed, we do have the ability to settle a claim directly with the attorney. However, with the litigation rates being at 65%, it shows that we're not proficiently doing this. I'm thinking that if we have better communication with defense, we can maybe increase an offer or work better with the defense, or with the plaintiff attorney to maybe resolve this claim before a lawsuit's filed. Because once a lawsuit's filed, not only are we spending a lot of time, but we're also spending a lot of money working with them and having them represent us in court. Also, with the majors being very diverse and not having any law background, a lot of adjusters have never seen what a trial is, what are the stages, what happens when they're in there. I propose having mock trials or videos of trials going on so that we have a better idea of what actually happens in court. I think that would make us a lot more confident in understanding what the steps are. Therefore, we would be more prepared when discussing these claims and be less intimidated by the attorneys. I would also like to hold annual meetings that we would discuss these claims with our defense attorneys in each state. By doing this, we can get updated on case law, or if there's a certain venue, like in Boston, Massachusetts, is a very high volume city, where we can maybe value claims differently than we have in the past to ensure we're doing everything we can to not only mitigate our costs, but to settle claims timely. At this time, I would like to hear some feedback from everyone else to see if anyone has any questions or if they have any additional feedback they'd like to give to me so that I can present this more properly to higher management. I appreciate your time today, and thank you so much for being here.